Hello, English learners. Welcome to English Tale Time, where we make learning fun through stories. Today, we have an exciting and mysterious story called The Mysterious Letter. Pay close attention, as you might learn new words and phrases along the way. Ready? Let's dive in. It was a chilly autumn evening, and the streetlights flickered as Emma hurried home from the library. The wind howled through the empty streets, carrying dried leaves along the pavement. She clutched her books tightly, eager to get home and curl up with a cup of tea. But just as she turned the corner, something unusual caught her eye. A small white envelope resting on the damp sidewalk. It had no name, no address, only 2 words written in elegant handwriting. For you. Emma hesitated. Who could have left it there? Was it meant for her, or had someone dropped it by accident? Curiosity got the better of her, and she bent down, picking up the envelope with trembling fingers. She tore it open carefully and pulled out a neatly folded piece of paper. If you are reading this, your adventure has begun. Follow the clues and find the hidden treasure. Your first clue is where books sleep at night. Her heart pounded. This had to be a joke. But as she looked around the empty street, there was no one in sight. A part of her wanted to ignore it and go home, but another part, one that craved adventure, told her to follow the clue. She turned on her heel and walked straight back to the library. The building stood silent and dimly lit, but she knew the librarian, Mr. Benson, was always there late. She stepped inside, and the warm scent of old books and polished wood greeted her. "Back so soon, Emma?" Mr. Benson asked, looking up from his desk. "I, left something behind," she lied, slipping past him towards the shelves. The letter had said, "Where books sleep at night." That had to mean a bookshelf, right? She walked slowly through the aisles, running her fingers along the spines of books, scanning for something unusual. Then she saw it. A small, folded note sticking out between 2 thick encyclopedias. She pulled it out and unfolded it. "You're on the right path. The next clue is where time stands still." Emma's mind raced. What could it mean? A clock? A place with no movement? She sat down, biting her lip as she thought. And then it hit her. The old clock tower in the center of town. It had stopped working years ago and had stood frozen at 3:15 ever since. She rushed out of the library, her heart hammering. The streets were eerily quiet, and the cold air nipped at her cheeks as she made her way to the tower. When she arrived, she hesitated. The door to the tower was slightly ajar, as if someone had been expecting her. Taking a deep breath, she pushed it open and stepped inside. The air smelled of dust and old wood. The large clock gears stood frozen, covered in cobwebs. And there, at the foot of the stairs, was another envelope. She picked it up, her fingers shaking with excitement. "You're close. The treasure lies where secrets are buried." Emma's mind raced again. Secrets buried? That could only mean one place, the old cemetery at the edge of town. Her pulse quickened. Was this really just a game? Or was she walking into something much bigger than she had imagined? With determination, she headed toward the cemetery, the moon casting eerie shadows as she walked. She pushed open the creaky gate and stepped inside. The graves stood silent, their headstones weathered with age. She wandered between them, looking for any sign of another clue. Then, near an ancient oak tree, she spotted it. A small wooden box, half buried in the fallen leaves. She dropped to her knees and carefully pulled it out, brushing the dirt away. She opened it with bated breath. Inside was a note. "The greatest treasure is curiosity and the courage to explore. Keep learning, keep discovering." Emma let out a breathless laugh. No gold, no jewels, just a message. But somehow she felt richer than ever. She had followed the clues, trusted her instincts, and discovered something even more valuable: the thrill of adventure. What do you think of Emma's adventure? What would you do if you found a mysterious letter? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Tale Time for more fun and exciting English learning stories. See you next time. Happy learning!